Final Fantasy 16 is less than a month away, and Square Enix has been fully committed to showing brand new trailers, interviews, artworks, and so much more. I personally am really excited, as this is really the peak and pinnacle time to be seeing a lot more news and information. And honestly, I haven't been covering a lot of it, so in this video we're going to cover pretty much everything I missed and a lot more when it comes to that. So if you guys could please just hit the like button and subscribe for a lot more Final Fantasy 16 news and information, it really does help. And as well, comment down below, what are you excited to see more about? Are you really excited to get your hands on the game? We are finally 1 month away, so let's just jump right into it. So about some time ago, a bunch of content creators were able to go and play Final Fantasy 16 with the devs, and they honestly weren't able to talk about their experience until just around a week ago. They said they were able to play 2 sections of the game, one where it is Clive in his teen years and one where they got to play Clive in his early 20s. Something they noted was that the combat felt really great, almost like a Devil May Cry game, but it had its own JRPG spin to it. We also got confirmation that there will be a 60 FPS version of the game, as before in February, a lot of people were only able to play the 30 frames per second fidelity mode and not the 60 FPS mode, which was really unfortunate, but it's really cool to see that we are able to play that version of the game, as personally for me, I'm definitely going to be playing the 60 FPS mode. We also got some news and information about the demo that is coming up very soon. The demo will cover the intro of the game that follows Clive's youth, and the save data will transfer over. As well, the intro is going to be very cutscene oriented. Overall, everyone I watched seemed to say that the game is looking like a must play, and personally, I am really excited to get my hands on Final Fantasy 16. I cannot wait. After this, there was an interview uploaded later with Yoshi P, Toji Fox, and Ben Starr, who is the voice actor of Clive Rossfield. And I'm not going to spoil the interview, as I'd rather you go and watch it for yourself. But long story short, they talked about some really cool things when it comes to Final Fantasy 16, the story, the characters, and just the music overall. And it's a really interesting, good watch, and I highly suggest that you go and watch it for yourself, as you're gonna have a really fun time hearing what these 3 people have to say about not only just Final Fantasy 16, but Final Fantasy as a whole, and just some crazy stuff that they talk about. So not gonna spoil it. But while we are talking about interviews, we got 2 crazy interviews that came out from Game Informer. The first was talking about a day 1 patch, which director Hiroshi Takai said he is currently not working on one right now, which is really crazy to hear. There's been so many games that come out recently that have day 1 patches on release, and not everyone has the best internet in the world, so it can be really frustrating to buy a game for $70 and have to wait hours just to play the game. I actually do think that they won't have a day 1 patch, as the team said that the game went gold in March of this year, and as well, him and the team believe the game should be fully done at launch. But they did say that they are currently testing the game daily for any type of bugs whatsoever, so this could always change, and there could definitely still be a day 1 patch, but fingers crossed that there won't be. The second interview is all about DLC and spin-offs, as some people may or may not be wondering if the game is getting any DLCs. And it just so happens that Yoshi P was able to comment about this. Yoshi P stated, "We have no idea if people are going to fall in love with Valencia and fall in love with Clive's story and want to see more of the world of its character. So while we always want to consider DLC or spin-offs or those types of things where you can learn about the game, first, we want to see if Valencia and Clive are really things players around the world want to see more of, and then make that decision." Personally, to me, I'm really happy with the decision and the way that they commented about this, mainly because there are so many games nowadays that already have planned DLC before the game even drops, and we don't really know if people are truly going to fall in love with the characters, the world, the story, and whatnot. Again, Final Fantasy 16 is a very big leap of faith that Square Enix is having right now, and they want to make sure that the game is perfect and something that fans of the series are going to want to enjoy. So if we are going to be getting DLC, it's definitely not going to be anytime soon, and if it is going to be anytime soon, it's probably not going to be anytime this year or maybe even next year. So DLC is something that I'm personally going to be a fan of if the game is truly good. If I really love the characters, the world of Valencia, I personally cannot wait for it. So So I actually am really excited and really happy that they have no plans for DLC at this time. Now let's talk about some brand new art. So Game Informer posted 2 new renders of Clive and Joshua, and god damn, they look amazing. Then earlier today, we found out that there are renders of every single Dominant and their icons right behind them. And oh my gosh, they look stunning. My favorite one has to be Dion with Bahamut in the background. Like, my goodness, he looks gorgeous. Hopefully we can get an HD or even a 4K version of these pictures very soon, as honestly I'm covering this news as it literally drops right now, but my goodness, these pictures look fantastic. Finally, to wrap this up, this week we got a brand new trailer titled Salvation. I reacted to it on the channel, and if you want to take a look at it, please leave a like on the video. As well, there is also going to be a Final Fantasy 16 pre-launch event in Los Angeles. By the time you watch this video, tickets should already be up, so if you are one of the few people who want to go to Los Angeles and check out the Final Fantasy 16 launch event, it is going to be happening there, and you can get tickets for literally free, so you might want to act very fast right now. I personally will not be going there, as it's literally the day after my mom's birthday and the day before my birthday. But hopefully, if you are going there, please let me know, as I will be jealous, and tell me your entire experience about it. But without further ado, guys, that is all the news that I have to cover. Be sure to hit the like button and stay subscribed, as we will be covering a lot more Final Fantasy 16 news and information. And if you want to check out my Final Fantasy 14 streams, I literally stream it live on YouTube as well. So just hitting the sub button actually just keeps you notified for when we are going to be getting more news and content on the channel. But without further ado, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Adam, also known as V2. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves.